This new Pikachu EX deck is the ultimate deck to use if you were facing a lot of water decks like Gyarados or PIKACHU in ranked matches. If you hate Misty as much as I do, you're probably interested in the best ways to counter her, and this is that deck. In this video, I over-explain my every thought process in Master ranked matches so that you can hopefully learn a thing or two. 97% of my viewers are currently not subscribed, so if you enjoyed this video, please drop a subscribe, I would massively appreciate it. Now onto the gameplay. I am going first into a water matchup. This is what the deck is built for countering. It looks like we're versing Gyarados. Thankfully we don't see Manaphy in the front spot. And we have our full Magnezone line already. Yep, this is what the deck's built for, destroying these just annoying Misty decks. Nothing to do right now, so we'll just end our turn. You have the Sabrina to pick off the Magikarp if he only has Magikarp, you know. It's super effective, so we'll be able to pick off the Magi. He does have the Rocky Helmet. Does Mars do anything? I'm thinking about using Mars right now. I have the full... Thing is, if I don't have another basic Pokemon, he can hit heads. If he hits Misty and then hits heads, he can just one-shot my Magneton. So I think I need another basic here. So that's what I'm going to go for. Honestly, I could even retreat into Pachirisu if I get it. If I don't, let's see. What if I X-Speed here? Honestly, I like this player. I like X-Speeding here because... Wait, let's see if I can build up enough energy in time. I have the second X-Speed, so yes, I can. So I can do this play where I retreat and then evolve into the back Magnemite. And this means if he were to get one heads from Misty, he's never one-shotting the Magnemite, the Magnezone that I'm building towards. Honestly, I don't even need to push the 40 damage here. But I'm just going to place the energy on this Magna. Let's see. I am going to push the damage actually, you know. I think I can always get to 3 energy next turn on the Magnezone. And in a world where he has Magikarp and I want to Sabrina that in to kill it off straight away, applying the 40 damage now is good. So see, he's going for the Misty play. He'll hit 1 heads. Yep, pretty much standard procedure. But I completely outplayed him here. Now he'll hit heads. He even hits the heads. I'm calling it perfectly. Thank God I did the play that I did. Now I get to come in and one-shot him. He's hoping I don't have Magnezone, that's why he's not conceding. But I can go to 3 energy and I have the Magnezone. We get to beat this annoying Misty player. He plays Misty and does his coin flips. I have to actually think about my turns. And we'll take the free win. Thanks, buddy. We're versing a Psychic deck going first. It has to be Mewtwo Giratina. There's not many other Psychic decks. Maybe Miss Magius, but you don't really see that in Master rank. So I'm going to research first. We have the full family, so I just need to find a Magnemite as soon as possible. Yeah. Going first is actually quite good here as well because I need to find Magnemite right now. 66%. We do find the Magnemite. Am I worried about Sabrina? Yeah, a little bit. And I'm worried about Mars, so I'm going to play both these guys down. I'm going to have Magnezone on 3 hitting. So maybe we can just rush him down with Magnezone. Let's see what happens. I'm going to evolve. We even have the second Magnemite. I'm going to play that now. I can push 10 whilst also building up the Magneton further. The next time we're coming in for 110. The thing is, his Mewtwo is always setting up to one-shot the Magnezone. if he has Dawn, he just completely one-shots my Magneton. My Magnezone, there's nothing I can do. Maybe I can set up a second Magnezone. I could potentially just push 60 and hold the Magnezone in hand for this guy. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to push 60. Do I care about preserving this energy with EX speed? I guess so. It could come in handy. I could Dawn that to a Pikachu at a later point. But I'm going to push the 60. We'll see what happens. Let's just check both Magnetons. Yep. So now he needs to heal at least 40 to get out of range of the Magnezone kill. He might feel pressured to like... Okay, so he's pushing 50 here. Does that do anything? So he's pushing 50. So I need to evolve into Magnezone. I don't necessarily need to evolve to Magnezone. If I push 60, he falls to 90. Actually 110. And then one potion gets him out of range of the Magnezone. I think I do need to push 110 with the Magnezone. And we're just praying to get the other Magnezone. If I only push 60, like they have so much healing in this deck, and I don't even have red, so I think I need to evolve right now. At least I force him to use some energy. Let's see. Have I ramped both my Magnetons? Yes. So what are my chances? I could get Professor's Research, or I could just draw the Magnezone. It is quite slim chance. Actually, I only have 7 cards in my deck, so there actually is good chances that I can get it. Okay, look, he has healing. If he didn't have any healing, the 60 would finish it off, but as I said, it's obviously he's going to have healing. But if he doesn't have more, so even red's an out here. If I get red right now, I can win this. I am going to send in the Pachirisu because I can always retreat it, and if I don't hit the red, any of the cards I need, so I do hit the red, that's actually huge. Let's go. Now I can retreat. I'm going to put the energy on the Pachirisu because if this Magnezone dies, this energy could be dawned onto Pikachu. So he has to wait one turn before he's ever attacking with Giratina. If I pick up Magnezone or Pikachu, I'm in a really good spot. I know they could potentially be running one Giovanni, so he could one-shot my Magnezone with... So he Marses away my Sabrina, so I can't even pull in this, but I have Sabrina, Cyrus. Yep, and it looks like I'm winning this game. I do need to pick up Magnezone, actually. Let's see. If I research right now and pick up Pikachu... If I Sabrina right now, he needs another leaf to be able to attack this turn, otherwise he can't actually attack. I also run Cyrus. I think I need to bank on him not having leaf by playing Sabrina. If I research and hit Magnezone now and hit, I put him to 40. But if he has Giovanni, I'm never getting another attack off. If I get Pikachu, I can put Pikachu to 1 energy, then I can get him to 2 energy, and I would need Dawn to finish that. I think I need to Sabrina here. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I think to play Sabrina and hope he doesn't have another leaf in hand. I'm only putting to 20, but should be fine. At the moment, he only has 1 prize. So he needs exactly leaf right now. And then I can still pick up Cyrus to pull him back in. He needs leaf right now. He didn't have leaf. We get another turn. The reason this is important is because it gives us a turn to draw our Pikachu and Cyrus. It gives us an extra turn. Plus, he might not even be running Giovanni, to be honest. Not all of them run it. We get the Pikachu now. We're just going to draw 2. We don't have to worry about Mars because he's already played that. Let's see. Pikachu, down. What if I just retreat into Pachirisu right now? If I just retreat into Pachirisu, I don't really see what he can do. If I retreat into Pachirisu, he goes to 130 after attacking. Then I can always finish him off with the Pikachu. Yeah. That's why it was important that I put energy on the Pachirisus throughout the game. Now I'm setting up for Pikachu to one-shot always. And there's nothing he can do. I don't even care about generating the energy. I'm just going to save time by doing the attack. Now we get to come in with Pikachu and one-shot either of these guys. Even if he capes to go to 160, then he can't attack because he takes the 20 damage. So we've managed to maneuver our way around the Giratina Mewtwo deck. The key part to this matchup was taking down the Mewtwo as quickly as we could. But pushing 60 with the Magneton actually won us the game. I actually held my Magnezone for one turn, didn't I? And attacked for 60, so that actually won me the game. And we even got the Cyrus. And he concedes, he knows it's over. GG. So we're going first into a fire deck. Pretty much has to be Charizard. There's literally no other fire deck right now. We do have the Pachirisu, we do have the Magnemite. We're just looking for Magneton and Pikachu now. Let's see what happens. We do find the Magneton. It also looks like he doesn't have Moltres just yet. So we are in a good position here. I would feel a bit more comfortable if I had Sabrina. So we could be applying pressure to that Charmander when it retreats, but it's okay. As long as he doesn't have Moltres plus X speed right now. Oh, he has the nice Pokeball. I'm so jealous. Let me know in the comments if you managed to pick up one of these. Sadly, I have not got one, but I really want one. I'm saving up my pack points, but 2,500 is so expensive. We just have the Moltres. We're praying he doesn't have X speed right now. We're praying, we're praying, we're praying. He's thinking about something, so I imagine he has it, but maybe he's thinking about if he wants to attack and waste the energy. Personally, I wouldn't attack, I would just save the energy because, let's be real, the 30 damage on Pachirisu doesn't really matter. Okay, so that's what he was thinking about. He must have Leaf in hand, maybe, and that's why he played it like that. But we can do Magneton. And you know what's really huge? We're applying 10 damage to the Charmander, and if he doesn't heal that, we're going to be Cyrusing that guy straight back in next turn. So he needs to have Potion. Cape doesn't do it. Some of these decks do run Rash Shaman to do the 10 healing. But I don't often see Potion. So he is going to need to have Potion in those 4 cards to prevent me from Cyrusing right now. Fuck, he actually had it. Damn. That's fine though, we're going to go on the offensive with Magnezone next turn. We're going to be setting him to 10 health. Because he had that potion, I do feel like he is now favoured in the game. I mean, he's down to 1 card, but the second he gets his Charizard, it's going to be really hard for me to come back into the game. But we had our out. We set him down 10 HP, and we threatened the Cyrus play, but he did have the potion. I wonder if he's even running 2. He might only be running 1 potion, and he just had it. We do have Pikachu. Let's see. The Pikachu's going down. I probably want to start building energy on that. I'm just thinking. Do I want to spend a turn ramping with Pachirisu? So Magnezone does 130 to Moltres because it's super effective. So I'd be setting him to 30. So this 30 from Pachirisu might be good to play this turn. Ramp up on Pikachu. The only downside would be if he has a second potion or if he has Grass Shaman. I'm going to take the risk and just do the 30. I have the red next turn anyway. Sadly, he did have Cape, otherwise I would have just one-shot the Moltres with red. He does have the Charizard. I mean, he's doing really well on card efficiency. Like, every card that he draws is being put to use one way or the other, so that's really good for him. He does get 2 heads as well, so now his Charizard is ready to do tons of attacks. I think to win this game I'm going to need Sabrina. I think I'm going to need Sabrina. I could try and just like pass some turns and like stall to try and increase my chances of drawing Sabrina. We'll see what I decide to do next turn. He's thinking about something. That indicates that he has a card in hand that he can play right now. What could that be? Potion? He could be thinking of Potion. He could be thinking of Iono if he wants to get rid of my hand. Oh wait, he was thinking about where to put his energy. He does opt to put 1 energy on his Moltres. So this Charizard is always capable of doing 200 attacks because he's got 5 energy. So we need to play this smart. I need to waste time for Sabrina. So we've got this guy at 4 energy. It now doesn't matter. I don't need to keep generating energy each turn. However, a card like Mars or Iono could potentially screw me, so I am going to evolve now. Because let's be real, I'm never really going to need more than the 4 energy this game. I genuinely think the play is to just wait for 1 turn. If he brings his... Sorry, let me just think. If he brings his Charizard in, he has to do the 150 to one-shot the Pachirisu. Maybe I should have played this Pachirisu down to play around Sabrina, but I was thinking about potentially building up the second Magnemite. So that's why I left that spot open. But on reflection, Sabrina does really hurt me here. Another thing to consider is he is not able to push the 70 from his Moltres to kill a Pachirisu until next turn. That's why it's completely fine for me to wait a turn. I do need to pick up Sabrina in the next 2 turns though. Does Mars do anything? Not really. Let's see. I've got 7 cards in the deck. I really can't afford to wait another turn because this Moltres is killing the Pachirisu next turn. Wait, is this guy... No, we can only do maximum of 170 to this Charizard. So I definitely need Sabrina. But I can't afford to wait anymore. So I need to just attack right now. But I played to my outs. I waited for the Sabrina as long as I possibly could. What if I push in Pachirisu and push 10 damage to put him to 170 and maybe he doesn't have any more healing? Maybe that's Copium, but that's another potential line I can go for. I mean, Sabrina does nothing for him. Oh, so he even has the second cape. So I can actually stall for another turn by putting the PIKACHU in the front spot. So I can stall for another turn trying to get Sabrina. I just need Sabrina when I win this game. Come on, Sabrina. That is not Sabrina. That's fine though. So we'll play this PIKACHU to play around his Sabrina. I know they like to. I think they like to run one Sabrina in that deck. May as well do red now. If I push 30, he goes to 170. He doesn't really do anything, but you know what? I'm not going to play it. Does Mars do anything? Not really. We purely just need Sabrina. We purely just need Sabrina. So one more turn, 1 in 6 to draw that. And remember, all this came down to him having that potion on like turn 2 that he needed. Otherwise I would have been able to kill the Charmeleon right there and then. So we need Sabrina. Come on. Reward my player, please. We don't hit the Sabrina. We don't hit the Sabrina, and that's sadly GG. It was a good game. I'm probably going to upload this anyway. But GG. I'm going first into a dark deck. Most likely Darkrai Giratina. I've literally versed 5 Darkrai Giratinas in a row. These decks just do not quit. So, do I need a Pokeball now? Honestly, saving the Pokeball for one turn is probably good. But I feel pressured to put Magnemite down right now so I can start evolving as soon as possible. I am going to use the Pokeball now. This hand is absolutely terrible. So I feel pressured to want to do it right away. We do lose the 50-50. We don't have an X-Speed. We don't have a Professor's Research. This Pikachu is basically like a fish out of water right now. Okay, we pick up the Research. So hopefully we get an X-Speed so we can retreat out here. We don't. So this happens. Now I can potentially retreat or I can stay. The thing is, if he has Darkrai and he starts pinging me for 20 damage, that would be a downside. But if I retreat, I'm just straight up losing 1 energy. I can attack in 2 turns for 150. And I have red. If I retreat now, I cannot attack in 2 turns. So I need to basically hope that he doesn't draw a Darkrai or something. At least for a while. Maybe a couple more turns. If he gets heads here, I'm just going to concede because... Why is nothing going in my favour? Why is nothing going in my favour? This is crazy right now. I'm hoping for Magnemite plus X-Speed. We just hit nothing. What is going on here? 1... So here I'm going to opt to retreat. We have the Dawn. So I can spend 1 turn building up the PIKACHU. Then I'll hopefully have X-Speed by that time. And I can Dawn, or maybe I'll have Magneton down by that time. And I can Dawn to the 3rd energy. Now he has Cape, so I can't red in the same turn as Dawn. I mean, thankfully for me, it seems like he doesn't have his Darkrai, so he also seems to have a bad start. But he gets to win a coin flip and I don't. Yeah, so we'll just quickly play... Does Mars do anything right now? Gets him back 2 cards. Thing is, he doesn't have Darkrai. Whatever, I'm just gonna hold the Mars. No one can stop me. But he's gonna kill this, or... So I can't even Dawn, because he's literally killing this. He finally gets Pokeball. He does hit Giratina and not Darkrai. wonder if he opts to end his turn. He just opt to attack. So if we just kill this Giratina, I feel like I'm in a really good spot. We do currently lose to Sabrina. However, if we pick up Magnemite, we can play around that. We do finally pick up the Magnemite. So I am going to Mars now to set him down to... I basically set him back 3 cards. Or I could hold the Mars for a turn and set him back to 1 card. Let's see. He probably wants to heal next turn because he's just attacked. So he probably is holding on to healing. So I am going to Mars now. Plus I might want a Sabrina next turn or something. If he like decides to retreat. I might want a Cyrus if he decides to retreat. So I'll play it like this for now. We do have our Pikachu ramped up now. Next turn we're going to evolve to Magneton. We do still have a chance in this game. We do still have a chance. Holy moly, let's go. I feel really confident about this game. I don't have to use Cyrus or Sabrina or Red. Right, so I am kind of scared of his Mars. So I'm going to try and get as much cards out of hand as possible. Let's see. Will this X-Speed come in handy? Or will... Should I get... I'm going to keep the X-Speed. And I'm just going to attack. We're going to pray that he doesn't have Mars. If he sets me back to 1 card, it is kind of sad, but... Now I'm in commanding position. He can never get to 4 energy in time. He needs psychic energy. If he doesn't get rid of my Dawn, in 2 turns I'll be attacking for 150. Okay. Doesn't quite work how I thought. But I can attack for 110 right now. Which is a lot better, honestly. We both had really bad hands this game, but it looks like I am going to come out on top. Did he accidentally take his Darkrai out of the deck? Where are those guys? And he does concede, GG. Wow, even though I had a little outburst, we'll call it, I am going to upload that game anyway, because I feel like it was entertaining. And it's always nice to take down Darkrai Giratina. We're going first into a Psychic matchup. Has to be Mewtwo Giratina pretty much. We're going first, which is bad. We have the PIKACHU, which is kind of okay. But we don't have Magnemite. Let's see. I know that they like to run 1 Mars. I am going to place both these guys down. Maybe we can win this game without Magnemite. Maybe we can get a quick kill with Pikachu somehow. I wonder how 2 Dawn would do in this deck, because it feels like I'm always saying it would be nice to have Dawn here in the early game, but I never seem to have it. So maybe I should think about adding a second Dawn. Just never seem to have it when I need it. Let's see, we're gonna start ramping up the Pikachu, I guess. If I were to top deck Dawn, I could literally come in and one-shot the Giratina right now. And that would take away all 3 of this energy. Dawn top deck would be huge. 1 in 13. Come on, give me the Dawn. Okay, so we don't get the Dawn. We do get the Magnemite. I'm not going to bother using the red. I did consider it, but I ultimately felt like I need to play a bit greedy in this game. The reason I'm saying red here is because there's a good chance he can do Cape plus Potion or something to get above the 150 right now. And I might need to red anyway. But the game looks bad, so I can't go for that line. I think I need Magneton literally next turn. So he did have Potion. Let's see if he has Cape, and then I will have to use red. But just Sabrina. Then my Pikachu's getting one-shot by the Giratina. I basically need to kill this Giratina now. He has still got an energy to place. He's going to go to 2 energy on his Mewtwo. And then he's going to go to a 4th energy. He's probably thinking about if he wants to attack now, but honestly, he shouldn't be attacking now. This guy's also running 2 Mewtwo. Usually they only like to run 1 Mewtwo, but this guy is running 2. Wonder how good that is. And he even has the Cape. Okay. Need Magneton right now. That's not Magneton, but I can still kill off this Giratina right now. The X speed really came in handy here. We get to save the energy on this back Pachirisu for a potential Dawn later. Might even be able to pull off 2 Pikachu attacks in this game to win it. And we have the Sabrina. So even if he has Cape on one of these, we can always Sabrina in the other to one-shot that. He's only pushing 50 right now. But that does make us weak to Cyrus. So that is a nightmare. I think the way I win this game is if I get Magneton next turn into Magnezone. Because he's pushing 50. He has the Mars. But I just need Magneton. Professor Research is huge here. Sadly, I don't have the Sabrina anymore. But as long as I find Magneton, I think I'm in a really good spot. Because he has to use his 150 here to finish off the Pikachu. And I don't hit the Magneton. That makes me really sad. I guess I'm hoping he doesn't have Cyrus. I'm pretty sure they only run 1 copy. I'm going to X-Speed out. Let's say I X-Speed out and push 20 damage from Magnemite. Put the energy onto the Pikachu. If I were to pick up Dawn, I can then do my 150 next turn. Wait, is it correct to go to Pikachu, go into Pachirisu here? But then if he has Cyrus, I'm literally done. I think I have to bank on him not having Cyrus here, because we don't have the Magneton, we don't have the Dawn. We don't really have anything. Oh, I was meant to retreat into that Pachirisu. That was a mistake. That was a complete mistake. Too much yapping, too little focus. I could have gone to 2 energy on this Pikachu now. Whereas now I need the Dawn. Oh, why did I do that? He did have the Cyrus anyway, so it didn't matter. He's going to go to 2 energy. If I get Magneton right now... Thing is, I'm never one-shotting. So I'll need to use, like... Sabrina? Damn it. Of course he has his 1 Cyrus that he needs. Where's my Magneton? Finally get Magneton. Probably too little too late. I was pushing 60 now. Maybe I should have tried to build up for the 60. Maybe that was the play, since I had a lot of chance of drawing Magneton. I should have built up for the 60, shouldn't I? I can Mars right now. Oh wait, I can't Mars right now. Let's see, he's pushing 50. Thing is, he doesn't have... Nothing I can do really, can I? Nothing I can do. Maybe I can... Maybe I can Sabrina in one of these guys and he doesn't have his 1-of Leaf. I'm pretty sure they only run 1 Leaf in this deck. However, since he is using 2 Mewtwo's, he might have had to put a second leaf in. I know the version that only runs 1 Mewtwo likes to only run 1 leaf, I think. Maybe I'm completely wrong there. So he even has... So he's back to full. So I basically need Sabrina now. If I get Sabrina and he doesn't have leaf, that's how I can win. Thing is, there's no need for him to do the 50 damage here. He can just put an energy on the Giratina. Yep, I knew he was going to do that. So if I Sabrina... There's the Dawn now. That really pisses me off. Going second versus a fire deck pretty much has to be Charizard, since there's literally no other fire deck in the meta right now. We do get the Pachirisu start, so we're hoping to find Pikachu and Magnemite as soon as possible. I think to win this game we need Magnezone to take out one of his Pokemon, and then Pikachu to come in and finish maybe the Charizard somehow. I do run a Sabrina, so maybe we can pick off the Charmander before... or Charmeleon before he evolves to Charizard. Okay, so we do pick up the Magnemite. Now we just need Pikachu. So because we're super effective, we're pushing 30. 30 plus 30, 60. So I am going to just attack and attach to Pikachu for now. If we were to pick up Dawn, I'd run 1 Dawn, so if we were to pick that up, I'd be able to come in and one-shot the Moltres right away. Otherwise, I'm probably just going to try and build up Magneton. Because even the 60 damage would do 80 and would allow us to finish off this Moltres. Unless he has some sort of healing or Giant's Cape. He's probably going to have his Charizard on turn 3 because they literally always have it. So he's looking at his top 3 cards, that's interesting. If he sees something he doesn't like, he can then shuffle the deck, I guess. An interesting strategy that he went for. Luckily he keeps getting tails on his Moltres. We don't have Dawn, so we basically have to draw 2 cards and hope for Magneton right now. So there's a Magneton. I'm also going to place the Magnemite down. So I'm going to push 30, which puts him to 80. I want to be able to attack with Magnezone next turn. But I have no way of one-shotting Charizard. If he stays on 80, I can finish him off with the 80 from Magneton, and I won't have to evolve to Magnezone. And the reason that's important is because if I find a second Magneton, I can potentially make another Magnezone over here. I think that's what I'm going to go for. If I draw Sabrina, I might want to just push 150 onto the Charizard ASAP and then finish off with... Okay, so I think the best play is for me to put at least 1 energy on Pikachu here. If I pick up Sabrina and he does evolve to Charizard, I can pull in the Charizard and push 150, setting up for the revenge kill with Magnezone. It all banks on me getting Sabrina though, which would be 1 in 9. Okay, he actually helps me here. Honestly, he helps me a lot here. If I pick up Sabrina... So I don't get Sabrina, sadly. The Charizard is stuck on 1 energy right now, but his Moltres is going to ramp him up this turn. If he only gets Even if he gets 3 energy, we might still be in a winning position here. Let's see what happens. So he gets only 1. Holy, that is actually huge. This guy's really unlucky in terms of getting energy from his Moltres. So he's never attacking with Charizard next turn, so we can just come in with Magnezone and one-shot. I don't even necessarily need to evolve. There's no basics in the deck, so I'm going to hold on to the Pokeball. He could be running Mars. I guess I'll just play it just in case he's running Mars. I don't technically need to evolve right now. And he concedes. He knows it was over. His Charizard didn't have enough energy.